The International Headache Society has classified headaches into primary headaches and secondary headaches. Primary headaches are headaches which are usually episodic or chronic and they do not have any structural abnormality, but may be due to the chemical or the vascular changes. This commonly is a migraine, tension type headache, etc. In contrast to secondary headaches, which are generally due to abnormalities in the brain or its coverings or orofacial structures like paranasal sinuses, orbit, ocular cause or dental causes. So, the International Headache Society divides it into different one, and the number 1.1 is migraine without aura. We should know this because we should know if these characteristics are present, then we can diagnose it as migraine. And in everything, this last disclaimer telling not better accounted by any other ICHD3 diagnosis. So, that you have to make sure. So, when do you diagnose migraine? When you have patient who presents with 5 attacks, which follow some of the underlying criteria. Like these attacks last for about 4 to 72 hours, whether you are treated or unsuccessfully treated or untreated. Apart from this, they should have 2 of the following characteristics, which is unilateral in location and it has to have the pulsating quality. Could be moderate to severe in intensity and this can be aggravated by movement. So, it can lead to avoidance of movement like climbing stairs or walking. And in addition to that, it should have one of the following, which can be nausea and vomiting or photophobia and phonophobia. So, this will be unilateral location, pulsating, throbbing, severe headache and patient does not want to move, does not want to see light or hear any noises and would like to be in a quiet room and also has nausea or vomiting. Then it is a classical migraine. So, this is how you diagnose migraine and you should have had 5 such attacks before you come to the diagnosis of migraine. Next they have discussed is the tension type headache, otherwise known as TTH. Here it is very common and lifetime prevalence is 30 to 78%. This can be episodic or it can be chronic. Sometimes the patient's tension headache becomes our tension headache also. It has a high socio-economic impact because it can go on and on and on. Exact mechanism is not known. This usually increased pericranial tenderness, more signal, that is they will say if you touch here it is pain, it is painful here, it is painful there and can vary in location. And this pericranial tenderness usually present interictally and that can get worse during actual headache and increases in intensity and frequency as the headache increases. So, having said these 2 common primary headaches, we should know what are the secondary headaches. For that, remembering the mnemonic SNOOP is very good. You have with many more O's are there, many P's are there, but I am taking the simple version of it. Yes, the first S stands for systemic symptoms, which can be fever, weight loss, can be the presence of cancer or HIV. The next one is abnormal neurological examination. N for abnormal neurological examination can be neck stiffness or lateral rectus paresis, etc. Onset. The O, first O is the onset, which is abrupt and severe headache, thunderclap headache. Older age of onset of headaches is also a red flag, especially when you find it older than 50 years, lasting longer than 2 weeks, then you definitely know it's a problem. In a person with a pre-existing headache, suppose there is a progressive worsening of symptoms or there is a change in pattern of headache, beware. So, this is what is SNOOP. S is the systemic symptoms with abnormal neurological examination, onset which is abrupt, older age of onset and progressive worsening of symptoms. Then you know that you are dealing with a headache which you have to definitely evaluate.